Hello, everybody. I'm going to ask you from the get here to join me in a space of meditation, space of prayer. For those of you who are new to this space, welcome. It's an honor to be among you. And this space has been inspired and in this moment is being guided by by somebody beyond me. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, in whatever way is your way, breathe in your heart and just feel, sense, see, however you do, the vibration, the presence that is already with us. What we've learned from this work, among the many, many things we've learned, is that time and space as we conceive of it is just a construct. See? So the fact that even among those of you who I know that we're scattered all over this continent is not actually relevant to vibrational reality, right? We occupy the spaces we occupy, but the presences, as we call them, are beyond that and can touch us wherever we are. So I'm going to ask all of us together, let's breathe in our hearts like that. Thank you. So here's what I hear. I'm going to tell you what I hear. Okay. Each one of you has come to this occasion with a prayer. It may be a small prayer, it may be a huge prayer, but each of you is at a moment in your life, in your development, in your healing, in your learning, where light can be of use to you. And of course, each of you here already has a connection with light because all creatures, all humans, all beings do. The point of what we do here is to make that inherent connection conscious and then to create the internal conditions whereby that relationship with divine light is augmented, grows. So to speak, your birthright becomes your life's path. That which has been unconscious or less than conscious or less conscious becomes something that you can be in relationship to whenever you choose, whenever it's needed, which is all the time. You have been given through this one and through other ones, so to speak, the technology to make you more available to that light, which is, so to speak, seeking you at every moment because life seeks life, heart seeks heart, light seeks light. In another framework, the lover seeks the beloved. we would hope that when we say the beloved, you recognize yourself by that term. So let's employ these tactics, as we call them, the divine tactics. Tactics is our way of accomplishing a particular goal. The goal of this, in this sense, is that availability that we speak about. There is no price to be paid, except to say that the increase in light will increase awareness, and the increased awareness will increase your awareness of all that you are, all that you carry, including that which is an impediment to the reception of more light. So if you wish to frame it in those terms, the price you pay is the awareness of yourself and the inescapable knowledge that you have, as this one would say, dents in your vehicle, some of them obvious, some of them hidden, that can, by the application of breath and light and prayer and tears and laughter and other modalities, be, as you would say, dented out so that the light can come more cleanly, more clearly, more fully to you. So the point of healing is not for the healing itself. The point of healing is not even for the relief of symptom or the relief of pain, although we understand very well that a life lived with with less pain is a life lived more pleasantly. The point of this work is to be made available, as we say, to be a vessel for more light, to be of use to yourself, to your family, in your work, to your people, to the creatures of the earth, and to be of some use in this great transformation that is happening literally on every level of creation. The gross reflection of it is on your planet, in your world. But the inner planes also are going through an evolutionary movement toward a goal that is yet to be established. And so by becoming a vessel for more light and a transmitter of more light, and doing this in a way that is grounded, centered, discerned, makes you a part of that transformation, but not only a part, a conscious part, a part of holding the vibration of light on your plane, on your planet, in your body, in your family, in your work, in your place where you live, so that the transformation can be more efficient, more complete, and blessedly more rapid. Because as you can see and as you know in yourself and in those who you work with, and especially looking around your world, transformation does involve suffering. The sloughing away of the old, the moving to the new, involves the wringing out of that which has been accumulated so that the availability for light can be greater. So we hope our words have brought you some perspective, but now let's do what we came to do. For those who know what we're saying, ground yourself. For those who don't know what we're saying, ground yourself anyway. Make a connection through your blessed vehicle, the bottom part of it, your feet, and that which has been called your first chakra. Extend the awareness of those parts of you, that aspect of you, into the earth, wherever you are, from wherever you are. It is as simple as it sounds. Thank you. And feel the response of your vehicle to being connected to part of its source. And recognize the grounding in part by the fact that your thoughts slow down. Your breathing gets deeper. Depending on how you've opened yourself previously, you can feel literally the vibration of your first chakra at its origin point in your perineum and between your feet as it extends down to meet the vibration of the pure, unadulterated earth deep, 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 deep within the planet. And if you are aware, feel how the support of everyone else who is doing this with you enhances your own grounding, enhances, by definition, your own health. So let's continue with our divine tactics. Put one hand on your lower belly and the other under your collarbone. Bring your breath from that bottom, from that first chakra, up through your body in front of your spine, feeling, seeing, sensing, imagining even the tube of vibrating energy in front of your spine that we call the core. The core is the original piece of energetic implantation from which everything else has sprung. The core is made up of a braid, energy from the earth that you're calling up now, and energy, as you would say, from the cosmos, from the source of light, that twine together in you to make the underpinning of your entire energetic system. By doing what you're doing now, breathe up, Hold your breath for a count of 3. Breathe down for a count of 3. Hold it at the bottom for a count of 3 and repeat. You are activating your core. You are creating, or we should say awakening, a place in you that underlies and secures all of your energetic aspects. When you use the term to be centered, what you mean is this: literally, to be awakening and cognizant of that which is at the center of your energetic vehicle. At the same time we are doing this, be aware of the light that is coming to you. And act as we take each step in the activation of this structure, be aware of how the light increases. So now you are grounded on earth. You are centered in your core. Drop your hands. Place them over your heart center. Make sure it's your heart center, the center of your chest. First, with your bottom hand, your fingers, squeeze a little that place, just a little. Scratch it a tiny, tiny bit with your fingertips to activate the space of calmness. Calmness is a great gift in this world at this point. Now place the middle finger of your bottom hand in the center of your chest, exactly in the center of your breastbone. Poke up and down a little. You're going to find a place that is a little sore. And rest there. Breathe. However you place your awareness there, imagine you're sitting in a chair. Simply follow your breath. Climb down a staircase from where you're usually sitting in your head to this place and sit, rest, breathe. Grounded on earth, your core activated, and now resting in the space of humility. Humility. Humility is not a pejorative. Humility is not weakness. Humility is the basis of creation. The knowledge that there is, the visceral knowledge that there is something greater, more encompassing than you, that includes you. And that whatever part of all of that you can access, it is very little compared to all that is. To be comfortable in that knowledge is to be humble. Now, some of you have done this, and for some of you, this is new. Extend your hands in front of your heart in a shelf. Heart center. As well as you can, the heel of your hands touching your chest. Make a shelf straight out. Breathe. Grounded, centered. Now, as this one has said, you can walk out on a dock over a pristine lake to the end of your fingers. sit on the edge of that dock and dangle your feet in the pristine lake. Look around you at the trees. Listen to the birds. Watch the fish swimming. Look at the animals coming to drink the pure water and rest. Rest. This, no surprise to some of you, is literally the place of compassion. We have brought this knowledge of this space, of this energetic anatomy to you to help you in this time, to give you a place to rest that is safe, calm, peaceful, present, and yet not attached. A place from which to hold everything that comes to you, from in you and from outside you. Compassion is not owned. Compassion is universal. Feel compassion, sense it. If there is one thing we would give you many things. We would give you everything. But if we have to distill it, we would say, learn to embody compassion. Compassion gives the space, holds the space for the transformation that is the natural progression of all beings. You don't have to provoke the evolution, the transformation, but you can hold the space for it to work its way out. Like that, and feel what happens when everybody here is doing the same. Feel the space of your own compassion being augmented, amplified. This is the secret that we would give you to human relationship. Mutually holding the space of the heart, grounded on earth, centered in the space of compassion. All manner of things can be worked out. All manner of problems can be solved because the solution appears. All manner of healing can be helped. All manner of healing can be helped. And the bonus, you are protected energetically as well as you can be when you learn how to hold this space truly, actually. So now we're going to take one more step forward. Put the heel of your hands where your fingers are. You've gone 50%. Go the next 50%. The heel of your hands where your fingers are. Be aware, however you are, of the slight difference in vibration from where you just were to where you are now. You can do an experiment. Pull your hands back to compassion and extend them forward again. Be aware, as well as you can be, in whatever way is your way, of the slight vibrational difference between these two spaces. They are the same and not the same. This, we tell you this truly, is the space of faith. Compassion and faith make up the fabric of the universe. Compassion is the holding space for all creation. Faith is the driving force of evolution. Compassion binds everything in one space. Faith activates it. Faith, as this one would say, is not owned by anybody, any religion, any perspective, any set of ideas. Rest. In a few moments, we're going to come back to this. Now, rest your hands for a moment and just breathe in the space that you have activated. Grounded on earth, go back to that awareness. Breathe in your core. Step into your heart to the space of humility, calmness, compassion, and faith. How amazing that all these things exist in you all the time. Extend the awareness of your core all the way from the bottom now through your heart to the top of your head. Next step. Some of you have done this. If you have not, open your eyes and look at this, what one is doing. Put your hands facing up. Put it at the base of your head, your skull, your palms facing upwards. You are activating the channel of light, as this one has said, the chimney. You're going to open now your connection, your direct, energetic, vibrational tube that allows light to come to you more fully. Imagine that this is a chimney and it has been clogged with the soot of thought. And ignorance. You didn't know. You didn't know that you could call light anytime you wanted. And so you forgot. So now raise your hand slowly, scrape along the back of your head, up very slowly, seeing, feeling, sensing, imagining that you are opening that chimney. You are clearing the soot of thought, the soot of ignorance, and you're going up, up, opening this channel. When you get to the top, which is the extension of your hands, open the aperture, open the top, open the portal for light to come to you. This can seem like it's imaginary. It's not. Good job. Now do that 2 more times yourself. Breathe, grounding, breathing in your heart, and opening this vertically. There. Now, as they say, let's put this together. Go back to the original place, grounding, connecting to the earth. Now you can feel your core, feel the braid, the light coming as one downward expression of the braid, and the energy coming from the earth as the upward expression, and they meet and they twine together, and together they form a third thing, which is the vibrating core. Come to your heart. Always we return to the heart. Always we are centered in the heart. The heart is what joins all beings together. Somehow, all creatures, all beings with bodies, with different bodies, have the vibration of the heart implanted in all of us. Space of humility, space of calm, space of compassion, space of faith. Receiving light. Coming to you now. So now, dear ones, we return to the original point that we made. Each of you is in a moment. Each of you has a prayer. Each of you has a need or a wish, a necessity, to help you in your moment of transformation. As well as you can make that prayer, and as well as you can make it in a positive sense, what is happening that the light and the presence of the guides who ride on the light can help you with. What is already in motion that needs, so to speak, the sunlight and the water and the turning of the soil to come more quickly, more fully, more beautifully, more completely into fruition. And take that prayer and put it on the altar of faith, in the space of faith, in front of your heart. Place it gently, reverently. Now breathe. Sit in this place, in this blessed configuration that you have activated, and receive light. We call here on the guides of each of these beloved ones. We call on the guides who have guided this work for all this time. We ask that each of the prayers of these ones, made so sincerely, made so truthfully, made so honestly, made so humbly, be heard, be registered, and in this moment, here now, here now, here now, be radiated with the activating power of divine light. We ask that what we do here be of some good use to all beings in the sacred path of unity, harmony, transformation, illumination, and liberation for all souls. Amen. Mm-hmm. Breathe into the space of compassion now. Practice sitting in the space of compassion, of present non-attachment, like that, and feel how everybody is supporting you and you are supporting everybody in the holding of this sacred space. This is a space you can cultivate wherever you are, in whatever relationship you're involved in whatever space you are called to be in. Breathe even more deeply in your heart now. Feel the vibration that's arriving, a new level for you. Mm-hmm. Feel the vibration of peace arriving to you now. Peace filtering behind, within, underneath. Humility, compassion, and faith open the way for peace. If there are any among you who are facing health challenges, we suggest a prayer. Let me know and let me heal every level of this challenge. Let me know, let me heal every level from the physical to the karmic. I ask for light to shine upon all those levels. I ask to be shown what is useful for me to see. And I ask to know what is at the heart, the depth of the challenge. What am I being taught by having to endure this? Show me the essence. Feel that prayer reverberate throughout your bodies. The essence of the prayer is the learning, the knowledge, and the embodiment of that lesson. Light of Christ upon you, Christic light to illuminate your way, to reveal to you your true self and that which is underneath, underneath, underneath. Light to illuminate all the petals of your heart. Light to clear the way for forgiveness to come to your heart. Light to infuse you, radiate through you, through your eyes, through your hands, through your heart. Light to show you what is true without adornment. Breathe in your heart. Be aware of your grounding, your centering, and be aware of the channel of light behind your head. Whichever of these aspects is the most challenging for you to fully embody, make a prayer to your guides to help you learn to open that aspect more fully. Know that the center of everything we teach is the heart. And the center of the heart is humility. Light calls you to itself as you call it to you, lover and beloved. So, my dear ones, this is a gift to you. We'll end up going to put this particular offering on the website, or it's free for everybody. Whoever wants to come and participate, you can come back anytime you wish. I know some of you know that this is going to be the last one we do for a little while. I'm going to try to re-up it in the fall, but we're making some big changes at Essential Light, primarily because I am being strongly urged to write a book about this that we just did, but all the things around it, the divine tactics. My understanding is that it is a small contribution to the movement of humanity from the third to the fourth chakra, which is my perspective on what's going on Earth. Humanity is being dragged, kicking, screaming, fighting, confused, all the stuff we see from the third to the fourth chakra. It's an evolutionary movement that involves, as the being said tonight, involves suffering in order to get there. So the book and audio book and blah, 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 all the stuff around it is going to be, I hope, I'm going to take a year to do it out of my life. You know, it's quite an undertaking. My first book took 7 years to write, and so we're going to see. But to do that, then the programs of the Essential Light Institute are going to be, the external programs are going to be put on hold for me to be able to do that. So it's a very mixed blessing for me. I feel very sad and very grateful and very happy and very, so I want to thank everybody very, very, very much for your attention. Those of you who have studied with us, and the website will stay open. We have the transmission library. This is going to be among it. That's going to be free for everybody. Whoever wants to come and partake of what we've received, right? What's been, I guess, we channeled, we call them transmissions. You'll also have the opportunity, and I hope you'll consider helping out in the next year. I ask you for your prayers. I ask you for your good vibes, the discipline required to write a book is a lot, and discipline is not among my top 5 qualities. I would say that. I have qualities, but discipline struggles to make the top 5. So your prayers and your good thoughts, and if you can see your way also to help financially, because we're going to keep the site open, and also Jane and I are going to need support so we can keep supporting our lives while I do this. So the opportunity to help as you feel called and as you can and as your means allow and your heart mandates, I'll be very grateful for all levels of help, all levels, prayers, thoughts, suggestions, and any kind of financial help you can give. Okay? The main thing is gratitude. Thank you. It's an honor to be part of this great movement in a way that feels useful. I can tell you that some days, every minute of every day, I'm using these tactics. Every time I do a healing, every time I'm in a conversation, every time I'm in a ceremony, every time I'm in a meeting, that pretty much covers everything. Well, I wake up in the middle of the night and I breathe in my heart, it's not, and it takes practice. It takes practice. Like any other instrument, your body needs to be tuned, and you know how to do that. But these divine tactics have been given to us for this, so we can be vessels of light on earth. I have no question about it, no doubt about it. I hope you felt the presence of the guide, all right? Agya Baranka, his name is White Eagle. Came from the second we sat down. I prayed for him to come and help. Him, them. He says, I'm a me and I'm a we. So it's all available to you. And the key that I know is embodying the heart and embodying light. And from there, everything evolves. From there, everything shows up. You see, whatever your path is, whatever your particular way, wherever you're called to be, whatever you're called to do, shows up from that fundamental relationship with yourself by embodying what the tactics grounded on earth, centered in the heart, receiving light. And from that, what your particular way is will be shown to you. You see? The path is the path of light, has many permutations. I had a vision the other day in a ceremony where I saw what in my path we call the sovereignty, which is the space of pure light where all beings eventually come to. And I saw the feeding tubes of the different lines, the different spiritual paths, all of them coming into that same place and being given different names and different descriptions, but it's all one place of light that we are all headed for. And this that we're doing is one way to help on that path, whatever your path is. That's what I know. Okay? Thank you. Bless you. Bless us all. Still be available through the website. I'll still be doing individual healing sessions. And the plan, as far as I know, is when the book is ready, we're going to reopen up and see who wants to learn some more. Okay? So, as he says, may we all be blessed with the peace of Christ in our hearts. Amen. See you down the road.